Well, gobble fucking gobble. I'll tell you what, John, do you know how the Pilgrims ruined Thanksgiving for the Native Americans?
How?
Too much white meat. Welcome back to another episode of Our Last Leg podcast. God damn, I'm happy to be here. I might throw a couple more in while we're sitting here doing that. That's fun. Having a good time.
You got me. To do it. There's no better day to do it, for sure.
You got me, Nicky G, and my boy
Jonny G. How you guys doing? How are you doing?
I'm doing great, man. I'm doing good. It's been too long since we did it. Shit happens. Life happens.
Guys, life. It's just a roller coaster of events. You guys know. Sometimes you can't even. Sometimes you're out there pulling up FanDuel, making a blind bet because you just want to bet something. No research. It's kind of like life. You just want to go ahead and go with the flow. You don't have time for it. And sometimes, myself, I just pull up, make a bet, like UConn covering 14.5, and that's not looking nice right now. Anyway, my name is Jonny G, guys. We are back with another episode of Our Last Leg. Happy freaking Thanksgiving. We are recording this on a Tuesday, 2 days before Thanksgiving, so please be sure to spend some quality time with your family, friends, eat a turkey, some stuffing, mashed potatoes, whatever you guys have. I don't judge, but give me some too.
Hey, you know what has 5 toes and it's not your foot?
What?
My foot. So it was a crazy week last week in the NFL. Cowboys and Commanders. One of the best endings to a football game I've ever seen. As much as I wanted the Cowboys to lose, had me on the edge of my seat.
Yeah.
The whole fucking game, especially at the end.
I couldn't believe it.
91-yard touchdown. Scary fucking Terry. He hit the burners. I'm like, oh my God, it's going to overtime.
Yeah, he missed the fucking extra point, bro.
And then to top it off, did you see what happened after that when they tried the onside? Cowboys ran it back for a fucking touchdown.
Yes. Yeah. And I was like, oh, that's it. It's wraps. Like, okay.
It was over.
Yeah. It's funny that we bring it up, like a good game like that. If we're talking about good games, Saquon Barkley, the dude broke 200 plus yards that game.
255.
And let me ask you something. I think it was an episode or two ago, you brought up Derrick Henry being first at almost everything.
I didn't realize how close Saquon was nipping on his heels.
Now, after that game, he has higher odds of winning the MVP. Who?
MVP or offensive player?
Offensive player of the year.
Gotcha.
Now, with those stats now, they are literally neck and neck.
We'll find out here in the next few weeks.
Do you feel like after that game, do you feel like now Derrick Henry has a run for his money?
100%. The problem with, if you're going to try to bet on it, I think that the entire NFL already knows what Derrick Henry can do.
Yeah.
But for Saquon to come out and do what he's done in a new organization, whenever he was just falling flat on his fucking face in New York, bro. It was nasty.
Yeah.
I'm very glad that he got out, but the Eagles look like a totally different football team with the run game.
7-win streak too, man. It's crazy. Now this is like the Eagles that you should be afraid of. Now, that was
the Ravens, to be honest, their score, their win-loss ratio, it's not that far off from last year.
It's not, yeah. Yeah,
and
I saw that too.
The Eagles just look like a better team
overall.
I'm not a fan of Nick Sirianni whatsoever.
I ain't a fan of Jalen Hurts either. So the whole team alone. But I like Saquon.
I love Saquon, bro.
Dude was on the Giants.
Absolutely love him.
He was just not able to obviously show his true potential. Now he's on a team like the Eagles. Another player I wanted to give you a powwow about. Also, a couple episodes ago, we talked about how Jamar Chase was a wide receiver who was just adamant about saying getting paid big money, JJ's money. And then you say, if he gets another game with 2 to 3 touchdowns with X amount of yards, he did it the next week.
Get the checkbook out. I
am so glad at least you are humbled and accept that.
I saw that.
I was like, this dude literally just said that last week. And I'm like, oh, I'm going to make sure I bring this up for the next pod.
Yeah, I mean, so just so everybody knows, Jamar Chase loves our podcast. He saw that and he's like, this is what I got to do to get the big bucks. You're welcome.
Yeah, man. So that dude, he's definitely showing what the fuck he's got. And no better way than do it, better than back-to-back weeks. Crazy.
Impressive as fuck, dude.
That was like the only 2 big recaps that I wanted to bring up.
But with Saquon, set the franchise record for most rushing yards in one game.
Since
very impressive.
2016?
Something like that.
Something
Yeah.
like that, 10 years or 8 years, excuse me.
Then also the Titans beat the Texans.
Oh, dude, yes.
Crazy, bro.
I couldn't. I genuinely, and no, I am so glad you told me to get rid of CJ Stroud.
Yeah.
On my fantasy that time.
2
because, man,
interceptions as well.
Yeah. I took Goff on it on my fantasy.
Guess who picked him up?
And who?
Brent.
Oh, I got Jared Goff.
Huh?
I got Jared Goff, don't I?
No. Brent picked up CJ on his bench.
He did?
Yeah.
Oh, fuck you, Brent. Ever watched?
Love you, buddy.
Yeah, man. I don't know. Do you want to bring us into the first game?
There was just one more thing I wanted to touch on that I thought was fucking amazing. In the Buccaneers game when they played the Giants, I think that the entire NFL is beyond disappointed in the Giants for cutting Daniel Jones. The Giants organization is so fucking terrible. In their timeline, they're like, do we pay Saquon big bucks or do we pay Daniel Jones big bucks?
Yeah.
Pay Daniel Jones, fat stacks, $80 million guaranteed.
Yeah.
Crazy.
To not be a part of the team.
Went from first string to third to fourth to playing safety to cut, which is wild. But in that game, I don't think Baker Mayfield likes Tommy DeVito whatsoever because Baker ran for his touchdown and he went in there and did Tommy's celebration. He's sitting in the end zone.
Oh, that's what he was doing? Okay,
that's
I was
Tommy
so
DeVito's
confused.
celebration.
Yeah, okay. I was confused. I think he got hurt that game too, right? Or he got
DeVito?
No. Baker got roughed up near closer to the end of the fourth
I
quarter.
didn't even pay attention to
Yeah,
that.
I hope he's okay.
Oh, yeah.
But
Baker's a dog.
Yeah,
bro.
and I know the dude can take some hits, but he was down for the count for a bit. Speaking of a KO, there was a player that just got KO'd. I think not yesterday's game, the Chargers and the Ravens, but Sunday. I'll throw it up on the screen if I do find it, but there was someone that got literally knocked out, turned into a fumble. It wasn't like returned for a touchdown, but it was pretty gnarly, and it was just interesting to me because we literally just saw, what is it, Chris Olave just got KO'd?
Boy, was out.
Yeah. So same concept, pretty crazy. Football's been crazy lately, guys. So if you
Yeah.
can cash in, congrats. I've been on a super slippery slope, but I gotta be a little more precautious about what I pick. I think I'm just a little too trigger happy.
Harbaugh Bowl was great last night as well.
Watched it. Oh, you know what was disappointing about you want to bring college? IU versus Ohio State.
Yeah, that was
Horrible. I watched the whole game from beginning to end, and I felt like we were just frauds that game.
We're not frauds. This is the first, dude.
But the thing about
Okay.
college, though, if you lose 2 games, you're basically done. You can't, like, that's one thing I don't like about college, and I'll say that.
College is a fucking
it's
joke
so
when it comes
hard.
to the ranking committee and
Yeah,
all that.
yeah.
All that shit is beyond fucking rigged. SEC gets one of the easiest schedules. They'll play one team in the SEC and then 2 garbage fucking teams that nobody's heard of that
Yeah.
they paid millions of dollars for them to come play just so they can beat the shit out of them. But the IU and Ohio State game, we'll dive into the games after this if you've got nothing else to touch on.
Yeah.
Any Ohio State fan out there that's like, IU sucks. No, we don't. We do not. We have not had a program like this in decades, dude. Decades. We finally get a good coach, and a lot of players followed him from James Madison. And we did great this season. I don't care if we lost to Ohio State. We haven't even been fucking ranked in so long, man. And to come in and think like it's impressive to beat a program that has been so sad for so long, and you beat them at home, like you did what you were supposed to do. Honestly, you should have won by double of what your score was.
Yeah.
But good job, Ohio State. It wasn't that hard for you guys. IU has a long way to go, but now that we finally have a program and a coach that everybody can get behind, nobody's fucking committing to IU. That's like their 5th option if they can't get into another school, you know? So now that we have a great coach, we're going to see a lot more players want to come here and play for this guy. Good atmosphere, and everything about that place is awesome. I love the direction IU is headed, even though they lost to Ohio State.
Yeah, no comment. I agree.
All right.
I agree 100%.
You ready to start?
Yeah, bring it in.
Let's fucking dive into it. Our first game, we're only going to do 2 this week. We have got the 49ers at Buffalo Bills. Going to go see the Bills Mafia. Bills are favored at -7. Over-under is at 45.5. Bills are coming off of a bye and sitting pretty at 9-2 and at first place in the AFC East, might I add. while we have the 5-6 49ers are coming off of an absolute ass whoop, and they got thrown into the wood chipper in Lambeau. Packers beat the 49ers 38-10. 49ers are sitting in fourth place in the fucking NFC West. So
let me chime in because first thing, one of the first things that you said at the beginning of this entire season was a very, very, very early future bet. And you know,
I already know what you're talking about. 49ers to make the playoffs.
49ers, and it was a parlay.
That was before McCaffrey was out.
Yep, and that
before
was before
Purdy
everything.
was
And I'm
hurt.
sure most people who are probably watching this have the same future. And it's crazy to think that a team like this, the way they portrayed themselves the last couple of seasons, they are struggling, bottom of the division to be able to even get there, man. They're going to be fighting for a wild card. Honestly, they're not much more different than the Colts.
No.
You know, as far as where the position that they lie in, it's crazy. It really is crazy. So you guys are definitely sweating that bet just as much as my boy is. But I still have slight faith in them. I'm sure you do. But let's go ahead and continue to hear your thoughts, my guy.
So just let me go ahead and say that. Let me ask you this. Is Purdy 100% out?
We do not know.
And so he's out. He's questionable to return, correct?
Yes. Yep.
Okay. One thing I want to touch on before we even dive into this game is going to be that this line will shift if Purdy starts.
By how much, though?
That's the question. But if you are confident in the 49ers to cover the spread, take it right now because the Bills are favored at -7. Has the line changed at all? They're favored by a tutty?
Yep. Even?
Yeah,
yep.
and even 7. If Purdy plays, it's 5.5.
So you like the little
6.5?
extra point and a half to cover?
I just like that right now because the sports books will not change that until they know if Purdy's playing or not.
That's fair.
And I think that is something to look out for if you're a big 49ers guy and you have that much confidence in them, take it right now. Take the line right now because the odds are only going to shift in favor of the Bills to cover the spread compared to the 49ers when you can get it at 7 right now and it very well could drop to 5.5 very easily.
Yeah, I agree. And I think another reason why is because we are going to be experiencing 12-degree weather and 20 miles an hour wind from our living rooms because we are not going to be at the game. So God, thank you. We're not going to be there.
Turn my fan on.
Yeah, for real. So that's the other biggest thing here. If that climate wasn't the way it's going to be this Sunday yeah, it's on Sunday. I'm tripping, right?
Yeah.
It's Sunday? Okay, thank you. Just make sure it wasn't a Turkey Day game.
No, sir. We skipped all those.
Yeah, good point.
SGP for you later.
Yeah, there you go. Oh, good point. But a thing to consider, though, like I know we're really trying so hard to convey that the 49ers still have a chance with or without Brock Purdy. In the last 2 weeks, the San Francisco 49ers were able to score 27 points. I don't think that's bad at all, if you ask me.
In the last 2 weeks?
Last 2 weeks.
27 points total?
Team total.
Eek.
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 That's 3 touchdowns and 2 field goals.
Yeah, but I mean, they only put up 10 last week against the Packers. So that means the week before they only put up 17.
Yes.
But 27 does sound nice on paper before you break it down.
Yes. I'm pretty sure that, yes, you're right. Total. But overall, though, if they could score, because the line is already at 45 even, right? 45 even.
45.5 is what I'm looking at right now.
Oh, okay. So it shifted. So when I was making my write-up then. So half a point.
I wrote this last night, so yours is probably right.
Okay, yeah,
let's call it 45, folks.
So 45. So Vegas is clearly thinking something. They can see or feel that the Bills are going to probably be scoring the majority of these points, right? We can expect them to score at least 3 to 4 touchdowns.
Bills are used to playing in this shit, you know?
Exactly. And that's why probably it's favoring them at -7. And I agree with it. The thing is now, San Francisco has had the time to have McCaffrey to get adjusted to the whole game plan. And now that he is back, he's going to be primarily the workhorse on this team, especially if Brock Purdy isn't going to be coming back. But the thing is also not favoring them because the Bills will know where the ball is going towards.
Yeah.
I think teams finally were able to figure out how to take care of the San Francisco 49ers because McCaffrey wasn't there for so long.
Well,
you know?
and if there's no run game, there's no pass game. If you cannot get the run game going, you will never, ever, ever get the pass game going. You have to be able to run the ball to pass the ball. I mean, that's football 101, you know. If your running back's dying in the backfield every fucking play, they know you're going to go to the pass. They know it.
Yeah.
But if you get your running back humming a little bit, then next thing you know, they're like, okay, now we got to watch for CMC. Now we got to watch for Debo, Kittle, Juwan Jennings.
Ayuk is still out, right?
I'm almost positive yes.
Okay.
Yeah, if you can't get CMC humming, though, their offense,
Exactly.
it comes to a halt.
Yeah.
I mean, that is the key factor to get them going. He needs to find the end zone. He needs to be fed. He needs more than 11 carries a game. That is fucking insane. With a backup quarterback,
Yeah.
and you give him 11 touches?
Yeah, he's more than
Stupid
that.
as
Yeah.
fuck, man.
I think he needs more.
That's crazy to me.
Significantly more.
I know he's coming back from an injury, but if he's going to be playing, you have to get him back incorporated into this offensive game plan as a crucial part of your success. Like he always has been. Even when he was out, Jordan Mason, a huge part of the offense, saved their ass, dude.
Yeah.
Without him, you can probably get rid of 2 of those victories, to be honest.
I don't disagree at all.
You know, I know that Purdy, hell of a quarterback, Mr. Irrelevant, absolutely love his story, love everything about the guy. I didn't see his absence being this crucial to the 49ers. Not that the Packers are easy work or anything like that, but 10 points?
But
10 points.
he was only out for what, 1 game?
That's what I'm saying. Is he's out for 1 game and they lose by 28 when everybody else is healthy? Yes, not having Ayuk, big hurt right there. They've been able to find success without him, though. You know what I mean? So I think that we can all agree that if Purdy was playing, they don't lose by 28. They still might lose the game. It's not by 28 fucking points, though.
Man. Yeah.
I mean, you're talking 5 scores.
Yeah, bro.
That's
insane to me.
crazy. Despite Purdy being gone, though, George fucking Kittle is the heart and soul of the receiving core of the San Francisco 49ers.
Yep. So he's the most red zone targets in the team, too.
6 catches, 82 yards, and a tutty. He really is the savior for this team because you can go back and look at any fucking backup in the world. Tight end's your go-to, always, because you always have them on a short stunt. Always. You'll have the receivers draw everybody else back, let the tight end go, and if you're lucky, he'll be playing a cover. And you can just always get him on a cover like that because the cover's going to be sitting back here, tight end comes out, tight end's going to be on the front side, DB will be on the back side. That's always a given. But in this situation, he really is the savior for the 49ers when it comes to not having Brock Purdy. Like I said, even if everyone else gets locked up on the 49ers, the quarterback can always find the tight end. In total, 49ers ran 45 fucking plays. 45 plays.
Crazy.
238 yards. Insane, bro. 238 yards total offense. If they want to beat the Bills, they got to do way more than that.
Oh, 100%.
One way that I think that the 49ers are going to be able to find success is going to be this little Achilles heel that I found on the Buffalo Bills defense. And that is that
That's what I feel, bro. Like
Buffalo,
but offense in this game.
their offense, or I'm sorry, the Bills defense, their Achilles heel is going to be speedy players. Let me show you why. Worthy on the Chiefs had more yards than anybody else. Fastest player on the team. Right now, fastest player on the team out of the receiving core and the running backs. Alec Pierce, Josh Downs, A.D. Mitchell, speedsters. All 3 of those had more yards than anybody when the Bills played the Colts. Tyreek Hill, more yards than anybody when they played the Bills. Garrett Wilson and Breece Hall, 2 speedsters. More yards than anybody else on the entire Jets offense. That is going to be key for this game right here.
So who would you be considered the speedster for the San Francisco 49ers?
For speedsters, I'm looking for Debo and CMC. It has to be.
I think it would have been Ayuk, but obviously that's not
Right.
a factor here. Yeah.
But CMC and Debo have breakaway speed. And I think that's what they really, really need to find whenever they're trying to beat this Bills team. Because without the speed, kiss it goodbye. Go through, you don't believe me, go back and look at all the Bills games. Think about who the fastest player is on that team and go look at the stats. The fastest player against the Bills defense is always the guy that succeeds. And I just thought that was crazy. I'm sitting there going through the stat lines, and I'm like, son of a bitch, that's how you beat the Bills defense right there.
That's a good eye right there, my guy. But if we're talking about speedsters, at least as far as what the Bills got, they're getting two people back. Josh Allen's getting two people back in his arsenal, man. We got Kean Coleman, and Dalton Kincaid. So he's got a full healthy squad against the San Francisco 49ers. I think even if they were to get Brock Purdy back, I don't see the 49ers coming close. I don't. And if the Bills can beat the undefeated, no longer undefeated, Chiefs by 9, what's -7 even?
They're going to be humming, bro.
I genuinely like the Bills at -7 even, my guy. That's what I like. I genuinely do.
Okay. Well, I'm sitting here talking about the Bills, like how they can be beat. This team is not soft whatsoever, bro.
Agreed.
Not at all. They're ranked 3rd overall in points scored, 7th in points allowed, holding opponents on average to less than 20 points a game, and they're averaging 350 yards of offense every fucking game. Compared to, what did we just say, like 234 yards on 45 plays?
That's insane.
That's crazy. I agree with John 100%. The Bills have a chance to go nuclear on the fucking scoreboard this week, especially at home with the Bills Mafia behind them. This is a team that knows how to play team ball because this is a team sport. This isn't Josh Allen, man of the hour. He's going to do everything. That's not the case with this Bills team. Everybody gets a little taste, and everybody helps this team. Every single person on this team seems to be effective at what they do, and that's why they only have 2 losses on the year right now.
Exactly.
Also, hats off, Khalil Shakir. What a fucking stud, man. He's doing big things for this team. A guy that does not get enough credit in the mainstream media whatsoever, averaging 60 yards a fucking game.
Yep.
That is so clutch. Especially, like you said, with Kincaid coming back, with Keon Coleman coming back, they're going to have the 49ers defense in a fucking spin cycle, bro.
I will say he's definitely benefited with Stephon Diggs leaving the team, for sure. He's definitely got a lot more recognition. And honestly, getting more recognition from people who are betting on him than the actual public.
Don't you think it's weird, though, how, the Bills have been doing, they look really good without Stephon Diggs?
Yeah, exactly. And now he's eating shit because I think he's injured, right?
Yeah, he's
for the whole season.
I'm pretty sure he's out for the year,
Yeah, pretty
almost
shitter.
positive.
Yeah.
The other thing you got to worry about with the Bills is that they've had 2 fucking weeks to prepare for this football team, man.
Yep, and a bye week. That was the one thing I forgot to say, too. The fact that they already beat the Chiefs, get a bye week, going out, coming back confident and healthy with the full squad. Bro, the -7 is too tasty to not take.
Every time I back the Bills, though.
Oh, me too.
Every time I back the Bills,
bro.
they shit the bed.
That's why I love this game, though.
That is not the case in this game. Give me the Bills at -6.5, just so it's not a push on the 7, and give me under 48.5 in this game. Under 48.5. What do you like for the over/under?
You'll find out
Okay.
later on.
Okay.
Later on. All right, guys. Again, we mentioned that we were only talking about 2 games, but how can we pass up the game of our favorite teams? We got the Colts versus the New England Patriots in New England. It is actually favoring the Colts in New England. The over and under sitting at 42.5. Man, we should have worn our gear for this game, not going to lie, but that's okay.
Yeah.
The game I'm pretty happy about because I like seeing both of these teams collide. And honestly, both of them aren't the best this season, but the Colts actually have something to work for rather than the Patriots do. And I think that's going to be the big factor here. That being said, one thing I do like to say is good teams win.
Good teams do win football games.
But great teams cover the fucking spread.
I knew it was coming.
Against the spread, the Colts are 8-4. 8-4, including 6-3 when they're underdogs, bro. That's so nice.
You know what's disgusting is that I told you that the Colts were the best team against the spread this year, going for 8.
Yeah.
They fucking, since I said that, I don't think they haven't covered the spread once since I brought that up.
Yeah. Cursed. Lost 4 in a row.
That's my fault. Just reach out to me, Jonathan Taylor, Anthony Richardson. We'll get it squared away. If you guys want to come on the pod, let everybody know that you don't care about the spread. You just want to win football games. You're more than welcome to be here.
I concur. Over and under, they are 5-7, so still not too bad. AR struggled a lot, bro. A lot last week. He completed 11 for 28 passes, 172. God damn, I can't speak.
Numbers are hard, buddy.
In the loss to the Lions, though. So I can respect a number like that for a rookie, semi-rookie. Michael Pittman led the team with 6 catches and 96 yards, almost a hundy. But with that being said, he did struggle on the pass game, but he put 61 yards alone with 10 carries. That's honestly pretty damn solid.
That's
alone,
the
if you put those together, bro, that's 230 yards alone. That's 2 football fields. The Indianapolis Colts only scored 6 points. 6 points. That was truly sickening. I know you want to say something about that.
Well, just the Lions defense. They have not allowed a touchdown. I forget what the stat is. You'll have to go look it up. But the defensive coordinator in the red zone for the Detroit Lions, bonkers, dude. Bonkers. Yeah. That motherfucker had his legs crossed sitting on the bench at the end of the game like I killed him. I was like, oh, you motherfucker. Continue.
No, yeah. I mean, but that's the thing, though. You brought it up last week or 2 weeks ago, but AR, this is the time where he truly needs to embrace what he's good at. He is obviously good at running the ball. I think he wants to be a Lamar, but he needs to improve on his throwing game just as much as Lamar does. Otherwise, this team, like Michael Pittman Jr., Josh Downs, Alec Pierce, the list goes on, man, that this team is actually very well built. AR just needs to get it to him. But then, on the contrary, we still have Joe fucking Flacco, who is a fucking stud at throwing the ball.
Super Bowl MVP.
And he still struggled to get to the ball to the wide receivers. So, to me, like, it's so hard to distinguish where the issue is because we got, a veteran who can throw the ball to these wide receivers, but they can't get it. We got a rookie wide receiver who can't get them the ball, but he can surely fucking run the ball. So, I don't know what it is there. That's what I have on the Colts here, but for New England, they are 4-7 and won a push against the spread this season. So significantly worse odds if you've been betting on that on the Patriots. But they have an average scoring margin of 7.1 per game. So at least they score a touchdown a game, I guess. I'm trying to find some sort of hope for this team because they're going in their own home against one of their rivals, the Colts.
Well, do you want a little stat real quick that'll make you feel better?
Yeah, would, please.
Colts have lost 7 straight in Gillette Stadium.
Oh, they're 0-7?
Well, no.
In a row?
They've lost 7 in a row in Gillette Stadium. Now, they did beat the Patriots last year in Munich on an overseas game.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about that game.
10-6.
Yeah, I forgot about
Continue.
Well, man, dude, I don't know. Like, the Patriots overall are 3-9. That's so bad. Like, again, they have nothing to really like work
Lost
for.
Lost to the Dolphins 34-15.
And I think the only 3 wins they came by was the Jets one time, the Bengals at the beginning, and I don't remember the other team. So, like, it wasn't anything too much to flinch at. But Drake May, he threw for 222 yards last week, 22 for 37, a touchdown. But he also had an interception. He got sacked 4 times, man.
Patriots have beat the Bears, the Jets,
Bears, that was the other one.
And the Bengals on opening week.
Yep. And they actually were able to force Seahawks in OT, but they still lost. But I give him props for that. That was his fault for throwing that pass nonetheless. I do think that the Patriots need more of a better offense as far as wide receivers goes because the only ones that he really has is DeMario Douglas.
That's the fucking problem with the Patriots right there.
But they got rid of Jacoby Myers. And he's on the Ravens now. Or excuse me, the Raiders.
And
he's
killing
on the Raiders now. And he's been fucking dogging. And Antonio Gibson. I mean, the dude's running more than anything, but Ramondre Stevenson can only do so goddamn much, bro.
He cannot carry this team.
Their defense the defense of the Colts are so top notch to me that I don't really see the Patriots excelling on them. But let me hear what you got to say.
All right. Well, John covered a lot of it. Did a fucking
It's my fucking team, bro. But man, they piss me off.
great write up. Great write up.
Thank you.
Colts sitting at 5-7. Surprise! You want to hear something crazy? They're second in the AFC South.
The Patriots?
No,
Oh, I was like, what the fuck?
that's the AFC East.
Oh.
AFC South. Colts are sitting a second behind the Texans.
That's
Patriots
war.
3-9, fourth place in the AFC East.
Man, yeah, poverty versus poverty, guys.
No shit. This Colts team, man, there's so much room for improvement.
Yep.
So much room for
I think
improvement.
everyone knows that too, man.
Despite the glimpses of greatness we've seen. Did you watch the Colts game against the Lions?
I did, yeah.
Opening drive. Oh my God. I'm like, they don't stand a chance. I'm like, we're fucking humming today. Didn't get in the got in the red zone, couldn't score. Got in the red zone again. Couldn't fucking score.
Matt Gay, good job.
No shit. The one thing we need to work on is getting in the goddamn end zone. Yeah. That is fucking crazy. Absolutely crazy that we cannot get in there. Let me backpedal. One thing that the Colts desperately need to work on with AR, if they're going to keep attempting it, Alec Pierce is a dog on a deep route. Absolute dog.
Good with baiting pass interferences too.
Yeah.
Whether he catches it or you PI him, bro, it's
good
getting
at
down
what
the
he
field.
does.
It's going to get down the field no matter what you do.
And the fact that there were multiple deep balls to him where he's running, hits the right, puts a fucking DB in a spin cycle, and next thing you know, the ball's 5-10 yards over Alec Pierce's head, 5-10 yards behind him. You got to work on the deep ball, AR. You got to. You cannot have this guy gassing himself out 60 yards down the field with nothing coming from it. Yep. Because I think defenses are starting to realize there's no point in roughing up Alec Pierce because odds of him throwing an accurate ball, AR, they're not that high right now. So, good read, most definitely, that Alec Pierce going downfield or Josh Downs or Adonis Mitchell.
That's another dude, yeah.
And
AR loves
another
him.
thing.
AR loves him.
They got to get that connection down solid.
Yeah.
Solid. Because he is going to be a dog as long as this connection can properly be developed. Another thing that we need to work in the offseason, and the only thing that we need in the fucking offseason is a fucking tight end. Oh my fucking God. Ogletree dropping it. Wide open. He caught it. He's like, I don't want it. I'm good. I'm like, what the fuck, dude? So with him talking about AR's incompletions, 11 for 28, X amount of yards, go back and watch the tape because a lot of those are not Anthony Richardson's faults. I can agree to that. It is receivers not going up to try to get the ball. He's throwing it into contested coverage. He knows he has to put it somewhere that only one receiver can get it. You know, DBs are not, they're historically shorter than wide receivers. I mean, that's just how it works. Almost all cornerbacks think they're wide receivers until they realize they're not tall enough. Then you go guard them. Yeah. That's how football works.
Yep.
But a tight end. I don't care what else you guys do in the fucking world. Go get a tight end for the love of fucking God. That is my biggest fucking problem with this offense. I mean, we've had Mo Alley Cox, Granson, Ogletree. We have like 5 fucking tight ends and they all suck. I'm so tired of it.
Sell them all for one good one.
I swear to God. Get rid of all. Give them all to the Ravens. We'll take Mark Andrews. Give me Marky Mark. But I'm so tired of the mediocrity from the tight ends, man. The Colts think that they can just take a tight end that's pretty good and turn him into something that's great. No, that is their fucking ceiling. That's the reason nobody else wants them. Okay? Ogletree dropping that wide open pass. Yeah. This is a reoccurring story. It's a big problem. It is a big, big problem. And then, like we touched on earlier, we need to get in the fucking end zone when we're in the red zone. I'm getting pissed off.
My boy's getting heated over here.
I don't understand how we can march downfield in the blink of an eye.
Yeah.
Multiple times. March downfield, make it look like it's fucking easy.
Get turnovers too, and they still can't capitalize.
Nope.
It's crazy to me, bro.
Also, I am adamant for getting rid of Gus Bradley. I said it last time we covered the Colts. I said it last year when we covered the Colts. That dude is a fucking bum. He cannot stop the run game whatsoever. I'm so sick and tired of seeing it. Absolutely tired. I don't know how we can have all these players and the league leader in tackles, bad boy Zaire Franklin, big fofo, and we're still getting ran on for almost 100 yards a game. It fucking baffles me, dog. Absolutely baffles me how Grover Stewart, DeForest Buckner, Zaire Franklin, EJ Speed, all these guys are right here. Yet somehow we're calling plays that's pulling Zaire Franklin this way. We're going to throw EJ Speed in the cover defense. And we're only going to rush 3 and pull back to Forrest. What in the fuck are we doing, man? It is crazy to me. But Gus Bradley, he has to fucking go. Has to go. And, the AR going 11 for 28. But like I said, go back, watch it all again, and you'll realize that AR, half of those were on him. The other half were on the receivers, 100%. This Colts team has so much potential, and I think a lot of it falls on the coaching staff right now. And also, a severely underperforming offensive line. Isn't it crazy to think that, 3 years ago, number one offensive line, ranked number one, nobody could stop us. Jonathan Taylor was a dog behind that line. And I personally wouldn't even put us in the top 10. Not even the top 10.
He was even I think he was actually ranked one of the first one, if not the first one to get drafted on the fantasy team last year.
Yeah.
And then that whole injury happened, which sucks for anyone who had him. But yeah, I agree with you. 3 years ago, bro, Colts were on a whole nother level.
Completely different. Because that's when you and I went and watched them.
Yes, sir.
And watching them just completely collapse everything this way. That's when we watched Jonathan Taylor hit 21 miles an hour right in front of our fucking face at Lucas Oil. It's gone. I don't understand how we are regressing. It absolutely blows my mind. We beat the Patriots already once last year, 10-6, if you can even call that a win. But it did feel good to beat Bill Belichick one last time. And fuck boy Mac Jones, bro's buns, absolute hot dog water. But this Patriots team feels brand new. They feel brand new. New head coach, new rookie quarterback.
That's true.
Who, in my opinion, has earned the keys to this offense.
I like Drake May.
Jacoby Brissett, I love you so much for what you did for the Colts, how much you helped out the community all the time. But you are a backup, my boy. You are a backup. One of the best backups, though, in the league. But you are a backup. To me, it was so unfair for Drake May to not be the one out there those few games that Jacoby was.
Yes.
Because there's no sense in trying to develop Jacoby Brissett whenever you know good and goddamn well Drake May is your only hope and you have absolutely no intention of bringing on an OG veteran quarterback to help him, like the Colts have done with Flacco, I like Drake May in the direction this team's going. They seem to have turned around somewhat quickly for losing for who is considered the greatest NFL coach in history. For them to be like, nope, we got a new head coach. Nope, we got a brand new quarterback now. And if you watch them play, the scoreboard doesn't reflect their true play, in my opinion.
I agree with that.
And John said the main problem with this Patriots team, give the boys some fucking help. Honest to God. You named off 3 guys that I'm like, I know one of them. Not one of those guys have been brought up on ESPN or even in any mainstream media because they're good. They're good enough to be in the NFL. The Patriots need better. They need better.
Yes.
You cannot allow division rivals, though, to put up 24 points against you in one half. At all, that's completely unacceptable.
Yeah,
completely unacceptable. For a team that is so defense-oriented, I was absolutely shocked when I saw that score at halftime. To let the Dolphins go up 24 points, to score 24 points?
Sickening.
That's fucked up. And one thing I really don't like about this game is that the Colts have not won in 7 straight games.
Could we see the streak finally end?
I think that we do. I really, really think that we do. I think that, unfortunately for the Patriots, that they have been a bounce back opponent for a lot of teams. A lot of teams that are in a funk are able to play the Patriots, get out of that funk, and end up, go off to look even better. I think that's the situation here. Give me the Colts at -2.5 and give me, 42.5 is fucking, that's right on the money right there.
You're going to say over 39.
Give me under 46.5.
Okay.
There you go.
So you don't really see much score happening here. I don't disagree, though.
Not really.
I don't. For a small number sitting at -2.5, though, and even though it's favoring the Colts in New England, again, the New England Patriots don't have much to strive for at this point of their season. But obviously, they just want to make sure they kind of figure out where the issues lie. They want to improve themselves, where the mistakes at. It's pretty blatant apparent that it's clear the wide receivers here. But again, I'm sure this game, if this is not the game where they finally, as far as the whoever behind the scenes is, coaching, whatever, they're going to notice that they need to give Drake May some fucking help because the dude's running for his life out there, getting sacked 4 times every other game. But he's got the potential for it. Who knows how many more hits he can take, though. So I like -2.5 for the Colts, honestly, in New England. Hopefully, they're going to be able to fight their way to get a wild card spot with the way they're going right now. I just hope they don't come up short the way they did last time.
Before we dive into the speed round.
Before we dive into the speed round, my only one pick from that game, though, is because we talked so much about how well the Colts defense is and has been, give me Drake May for an anytime interception. Because I love that. You said touchdown.
Oh, my God.
I thought you said anytime touchdown. No, but I genuinely like Drake May for an interception against the Colts. I could see it happening at any point in time in the field. It doesn't matter if it's in the red zone or on their own 20 or even right down the middle on their 50. But I really do like that. I do.
All right. Well, I got a quick little SGP for you. But before that, John, you see that guy right there?
Yes.
That one right there? Mm-hmm. You know the difference between his mom and a turkey?
What's up?
I can't stand eating turkey 2 days in a row.
This guy.
Here's your SGP. Turkey Day SGP. We're going for even money. You're going to want to hammer this. We've got DJ Moore for 3 receptions. This should be a lock. I really like it. Really, really like it. But also, in that same game, go to give me Detroit Lions money line. Come on. Does that even need an explanation? Then we've got CeeDee Lamb for 5 catches. Cooper has realized that is the main go-to guy, and CeeDee will always be open. He has that Ocho Cinco mentality. Just throw me the ball, I will get it. And at the last leg is going to be Josh Jacobs for 40 rushing yards. 40 rushing yards. Josh Jacobs can do that. That puts you at a total of plus 112. You're going to want to hammer that. We're done doing long shots on here for now. But plus 112, Turkey Day SGP. Lock it in.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I don't got an SGP for you guys, but that's why you always get one weekly one from Nicky G. Do you want to do a quick speed round?
Speed round.
Pull it up, brother. But if you don't, or you're still pulling it up, please be sure to drop a like, hit subscribe on our content. We forgot to say it at the beginning of the video, but follow us on YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, our Discord below if you want to follow our picks. Bring us in.
First game, we're going to start with Turkey Day. We've got the Chicago Bears at the Detroit Lions. Detroit Lions are favored by a whole 10-piece. Over-unders at 48.5. Go ahead and give me the Detroit Lions at -10 and give me under 48.5. Johnny?
Minus 10. I'll take it, man, over and under. Fuck. Give me the over on 48.5.
Woo, like it. What do we got next?
Next one, we got New York Giants against the Dallas Cowboys.
Poverty versus poverty.
Yes, sir. That's the one right there. That line is interesting. Give me the Dallas Cowboys at minus 3.5 and over 37.5.
I would take the exact same thing, except I want the Cowboys minus 2.5. I always love a cushion.
No alts. No, that's why I'm taking it. Otherwise, on the other one, I would have probably said like minus 7 on the Detroit line.
Nah, bro, they're going to cover 10. They'll probably win by 20.
Then say it, minus 20.
Give me the Detroit Lions minus
guy,
13. No. Dead ass serious. Give me the Detroit Lions minus 13.5. Give it to me minus 13.5.
2 touchdowns.
All right, fine. I'll take the Cowboys minus 3.5. Give me under 37.5.
Okay, all right.
Next game, we've got the Miami Dolphins going to Lambeau. Miami Dolphins at Green Bay Packers. Packers are favored at minus 3.5. Over under is at 46.5.
That's tough.
Packers just put up 38 points at home against the 49ers. And, man, their defenses are very comparable, in my opinion. I am going to have to roll with the home crew. Go ahead and give me the Packers at minus 3.5 and give me over 46.5.
I think we're gonna see a lot of high scoring games this Turkey Day. Give me the over 46.5 at plus 3.5 on the Miami Dolphins. I like them. On this one. The next one we got is the Las Vegas Raiders. We got Friday football against the Kansas City Chiefs.
Don't forget.
Man.
3 p.m. game.
Minus 12.5 on Kansas City.
Divisional!
I hate the over and under in this one. I hate it, but I'll go ahead and say under 42.5, but give me the Las Vegas Raider plus 12.5.
Yep. You're going to take the Raiders at plus 12.5. Man, they were making fun of Mahomes earlier this season. I think Mahomes comes out on a special game like this for a Friday fucking football game. God damn it. No alternates this week.
I'm not touching no.
Give me the Chiefs minus 12.5, under 42.5.
Oh, man. All right, we'll see.
All right. Next game, we have got the Houston Texans at the Jacksonville Jaguars. Divisional. Houston Texans are favored at minus 5. Over under sits at 43.5. I think the Texans need a bounce back game. I would be baffled if the Jaguars beat them.
Interesting, yeah.
But the 5-point spread, that's so low because they lost to the Titans last week, because that should be 6.5. Give me the Texans at minus 5 for a good bounce back game.
Is Mac Jones still playing? Is that why it's also minus 5?
I have no fucking clue.
Because if that's the case,
Let's find out.
Love Houston Texans minus 5.
Hold.
That could change if Trevor Lawrence comes back. But I think if Trevor Lawrence comes back, take Houston on the ML. If Mac Jones plays, I think I still kind of have to take the Houston Texans at minus 5.
Jacksonville Jaguars, Lawrence to practice in hopes of returning Sunday.
You heard it here. I gave you my 2 picks regardless which way it goes.
So, yep. Still, I like the Texans minus 5. Over under at 43.5. God damn it. That's so fucking gross. Give me the under of 43.
I agree. Give me the under. Next one we got the LA Chargers against the Atlanta Falcons. Chargers got fucking donked by the damn Ravens, but they're going against Kirk Chains. I like Kirko to come back after last week. So give me plus 2.5 on the Falcons at home, over and under 47. Give me, give me the under 47.5.
Give me the Chargers at minus 2.5, just because I think they need a big bounce back game. And I think that the only reason that they struggled so much is because he was playing against his brother, Harbaugh versus Harbaugh. That I think that plays a huge factor in that. Plus, under the lights, this is a 1 p.m. game. Give me the Chargers at minus 2.5.
J.K. Dobbins might be out.
That's fine. I like Gus Edwards.
Regardless?
Okay. Over under 47.5. Holy fuck. This is gonna be a shootout. Mm-hmm. This is gonna be a shootout.
How much though? Just because you can shoot it out.
That's 27-20 to hit the over. You're talking fucking 3 touchdowns from the Falcons. Give me under 47.5.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Next game, we've got the Tennessee Titans at the Washington Commanders. Commanders are favored at -5.5. Over-unders at 44.5. I apologize. This is not going to be an easy game to decide, especially after the Texans came out and did the outing that they did. But that was a divisional game, and I am so high on the fact that divisional teams know their divisional rivals better than anybody else. They play them twice a year, every year, no matter what. In this case, Commanders are looking for a big bounce back game. Give me the Commanders at home, -5.5. Jaden Daniels will have a day. Give me the Commanders -5.5. Under, oh, God damn it. I'll stick with it. Under 44.5.
Oh, excuse me.
He's choking because he can't believe how ridiculous this over-under is.
Yeah, give me over the 44.5 and -5.5 on the Commanders. I think this one is a coin flip on the over and under, but I'm glad we both agree on the Commanders here. Arizona Cardinals against the Minnesota Vikings in Minnesota, favoring Minnesota at -3.5, over and under 45.5. I'm not going to think too hard on this one. Give me the Arizona Cardinals at +3.5, over and under 45.5.
Yeah, Vikings fucked you last time real good.
Yes, sir, and I'm about to fuck him on this one. I'm telling you, Kyler Murray, you better run like a baby, brother, and fucking run a touchdown. I don't care, 2, 3, 4, I don't care.
Well, I'm going to bank on the fact that there is a double XP weekend, so I'm going to go ahead and take the Minnesota Vikings at -3.5 and 45.5. These numbers are tight, brother. These numbers are...
They are getting tight.
Tight. Give me under 45.5. Next game, we have got the Pittsburgh Steelers at the Cincinnati Bengals. Bengals favored at -3. Over-under sits at 46.5. This is another... These are all very good games this week, dude. Very good slate.
Hard to pick which one you want to watch.
Boy, oh boy. The Steelers are red hot.
Yeah, bro. I don't know.
Red hot.
Yeah, this one's interesting. I'm surprised we didn't choose this one to talk about. Fuck. Give me. Do you want me to go?
Give me the Bengals -3, over 46.5.
Give me the Bengals -3, over 46.5. I agree with that 100%. Seahawks against the Jets, favoring the Seahawks away at -2 even. Jets are just on a shambles, and the over and under is at 41. 41.
Just to be clear, the Jets owner has come out and said that he wants Aaron Rodgers benched. Aaron Rodgers came out and said he doesn't even know if he wants to play for the Jets next year.
I just saw an announcement that he will still be starting, though.
And Aaron Rodgers has also came out and said that he will not take any medical advice from the team, pretty much. He will not undergo scans. That way they cannot find injuries and have no reason to bench him.
He's willing to play regardless of what he's doing.
No matter what. So that's... Diva Aaron Rodgers is the worst.
Yeah.
But when Aaron Rodgers is locked in, he's locked in, man. But fuck, how many times have we put our money on the Jets this year?
I made a vow to myself for the rest of the season. I will not be touching the New York Jets. Give me the Seattle Seahawks at -2 even. And can you help me with the over and under?
Over-under's at 41.5. I also like the Seattle Seahawks at -2. Over-under at 41.5.
I will take whatever you take on the over and under, but I'm glad we both agree on the Seahawks.
I'll take the over.
All right.
Take the over.
Let's ride, brother. LA Rams against the New Orleans Saints, -2.5, favoring the Rams away on a road game. 49.5 is quite high. I think I don't have to think too hard on this one. Give me the Rams at -2.5 and under 49.5.
No Chris Olave. But at home, man, New Orleans is a hard place to play. I've always thought that was one of the hardest stadiums to win a football game at.
So what's it going to be? Skippy.
Give me the Rams -2.5. Under 40.
49.
Give me the under at 49.5.
Glad we agree.
Next game, we've got the Tampa Bay Buccaneers at the Carolina Panthers. This is
divisional.
Tampa Bay Buccaneers are favored at -5 and over-under is at 46.5. Boy, oh fucking boy.
I feel like this one's kind of a trap.
But Panthers, dude. I told my boy Cole the other week, I'm like, dude, the Panthers are going to keep it close with the Chiefs. I was like, I'm telling you right now, they will find a way because the Chiefs do have flaws. Buccaneers, I don't think so. I have been in love with Baker since he came into the league. I think he has been done so dirty by the Browns and other teams. Give me Baker Mayfield on his comeback right now, and give me the Bucks at -6. Give me over 46.5.
100% agree the whole way through. 6, Bengals, 46.5. Bengals, Buccaneers, and over 46.5 total. I like that. Philly Eagles against the Baltimore Ravens. Who flies farther? This
is bird on bird crime.
It's in Baltimore. 3.5, 3 actually even favoring Baltimore. With that 3, man, Justin Tucker hasn't even been able to make his kicks, so he probably could come down to that for all we fucking know. 50.5. Who runs farther after the question I brought up at the beginning? The King, Henry, or Saquon fucking Barkley? I don't think I can decide this one.
Just to be clear, this is the game of the week.
It is. And I know we didn't talk about it, guys, but we talk about them all the time.
We try to switch it up and just get like new teams in here, new talking points, fun shit that like nobody would think about.
Yeah.
You know, Colts, Patriot, just shit like that.
You go first, man. I think I need some influence.
No, give me the Ravens -3. That's not even a fucking question, dog. They're at home at M&T Bank. 50.5. I'll take the under. 50.5. That's way too high. Everybody's going to be baited into the over. Eagles will probably end up winning, but
give me the Eagles at +3 even and under 50.5.
I don't blame you.
You know, this is literally a coin flip.
Yeah, 100%.
We're all watching this game, guys, no matter what you're doing. Oh, I was about to say, don't tell me that the 49ers and the Bills are at the same time as that game, and they're not. Oh, you're right, bro. This is the best fucking football week.
Yeah.
We already talked about it, guys.
This is going to be a tough week to gamble, y'all.
Yeah. But we're going to talk about it, or we're going to pick again. I didn't even choose the over and under. We got the 49ers against the Buffalo Bills, favoring the Bills at -7, even.
Already covered it.
I didn't choose an over and under this.
Oh, you told me to wait. This motherfucker told me to wait in the middle of a game. All right. What you got? I took the Bills at -7, and
You chose the under.
I think I took under on an alternate, so I won't even comment on this game. I will let you go ahead and take the helm, my boy.
Oh my God. Give me the over 44.5. I think, again, we're going to see guns blazing, nothing but hot offense on both of these sides. I could see a pick 6 coming from one of these two, but again, it really does come down to if Brock Purdy plays or not. I really do think that, but I think...
Okay, does that play a factor in your over-under? Purdy.
No, I think if Purdy does not play, the Bills just fucking run all over the 49ers.
So let's say the 49ers still put up 10 points this week. You're saying that the Bills are going to put up
35
points by themselves. You think they're going to keep pressing?
Yeah.
Think they're going to exhaust their guys that are coming back from injury?
Yeah, because another thing is the 49ers, they just need to get to the 40 because Kyle Shanahan does not go for 4th downs. This dude is going to give it to his kicker no matter what.
Just like his daddy.
He's going to keep kicking
just like his
fucking
daddy.
Ball no matter what. And you know that. We all know that.
Last game of the week. This is going to turn out to be a surprisingly good game, in my opinion. We've got the Cleveland Browns at the Denver Broncos. Broncos are favored at -5. Over-under sits at 41.5. Boy, oh boy. I think that the Broncos right now, I fucking hate Sean Payton. I think he is so fucking full of himself. Reminds me of Urban Meyer a little bit. But then the Browns, it's like, God damn.
Right.
God, but Jameis Winston is fucking amazing to watch. One of my favorite players to watch. They need him mic'd up every fucking week.
GM pick.
I gotta go. Give me the Browns +5. Give me over 41.5. Love that.
Give me the over 41.5 and give me the Denver Broncos at +5 even. I think Bo Nix comes out, man. He's been showing up.
Can you name a wide receiver other than Courtland Sutton for the Broncos?
Dang, son, you got me there.
Me either.
But I still think they can get it done. They still can get it done. They've been getting it done, you know? So I like it, man. I really do. I do. Guys, that takes care of it. We
kept it under an hour.
Keep it under an hour. I don't know if we'll keep doing the 2 gamers and just longer facts like we did, but you guys let us know in the comments down below. Have an absolutely amazing happy Thanksgiving to you all. Turkey Day, if you guys don't celebrate it, just go eat something, have fun, have a nice day off, chill, watch some football, gamble, follow us, post your pics. We don't care. We're going to follow you guys, and we'll just give you some insight on what we think. You got me, Jonny Gamble. Any final things you wanted to say before?
Do you know what Jeffrey Dahmer is going to eat for Thanksgiving?
What?
His friends and family. You got Nicky G. Absolutely love my boy. We love doing this for you guys. We're 20 seconds over an hour. We're calling it an hour. Love you guys. Enjoy your Thanksgiving. Don't burn your fucking turkey.
Peace.